like to call the special village board meeting to order of January 9th, 2017. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Vandenberg.
Here.
Trustee Mills.
Present.
Trustee Newell.
Present.
Trustee Palafis. Trustee Stanton.
Present.
Trustee Gata.
Present.
Mayor McLeod.
Present. Trustee Vandenberg, you lead us in the pledge. Can everybody please rise?
Be my honor. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Trustee Vandenberg. Going to President's report. Chief Jorian, do you have some business to conduct this evening?
Yes, I certainly do. Thank you. And greetings, Mayor, Board, and other staff. Bev, I want to apologize once again for another special board meeting on your night off here. So, but I'm pleased to bring to you 3 new firefighter candidates for being sworn in tonight with our department. These are the 3 that will now round off our latest batch of replacement hires. And we'll be back up to full strength here now for a little while. But we're real happy with these candidates. They've scored well. They've done well in all their other pre-testing things, and they're ready to start the academy next Monday. So without further ado, I'd like to call up the first candidate, Bradley Custer.
You want to introduce everybody, Bradley?
Sure. This is my girlfriend, Chrissy, my grandparents, Colin and Jerry, my dad, Mike, and my brother, Max.
Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
We're getting out of business now. I, Bradley Custer,
I, Bradley Custer,
have been appointed to the office of
having been appointed to the office of
fighter paramedic probationary
firefighter paramedic probationary
in the village of Hoffman Estates,
in the village of Hoffman Estates,
county of Cook and Kane.
county of Cook and Kane,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United
of
States,
the United States,
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the State of
of
Illinois,
the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office of firefighter paramedic probationary
of the office of firefighter paramedic probationary
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I need you to sign here. This will get you on the payroll. Always very important. And I have this wonderful badge here. Who's going to pin the badge on you, Bradley? We have plenty of paramedics here, so you don't have to.
Yeah, this is not very easy. I'm sorry. I really can't get it. Okay, all right, there we
There,
go.
you got it. Hey. Good job. Gotta make the round and shake hands with everybody. Congratulations. Congratulations. How are you? Good. Congratulations. To be late.
Firefighters do.
Okay, That's right, I'm with you. Words to live by.
Spoken like a true DI. Okay, everybody smile. And one more. Actually, Gail, let me have you squeeze in or out, or, there we go. There we go. Good, thank you.
Great.
Okay, the next candidate would be Anthony Stazzoni.
Anthony. Welcome. How are you?
This is my girlfriend Samantha.
Samantha? Pleasure. I, Anthony Stazzoni,
I, Anthony Stazzoni,
have been appointed to the office of
have been appointed to the office of
firefighter paramedic probationary
firefighter paramedic probationary
in the village of Hoffman Estates,
in the village of Hoffman Estates,
the county of Cook and Kane.
the county of Cook and King.
Do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of
the Constitution of
the State of Illinois,
the State of Illinois,
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of
of the office of
firefighter paramedic probationary
firefighter paramedic probationary
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Sign right here. Very good. Now we have a very nice badge. And I wonder who's going to pin the badge on you. Your first call. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, here we go. And one more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we done, Chief?
Almost there. The last candidate, I'd like to mention something about real quickly. Kevin Mortensen went through the Northwest Community Hospital paramedic system, and he spent his paramedic intern ride time with our department. So he already had about 3 months working with our department, and he was good, so we took him. Yeah, he was good, so we kept him here. So Kevin Mortensen.
You're on a football team with you.
Yeah, I brought them all.
Introduce everybody.
Sure. This is my mother, Peggy, my father, Butch, my grandmother, my Aunt Mary Jo. This is my sister-in-law, Jenny, and her baby, Charlotte. My brother, Patrick. Standing behind him is my best friend, Joey, with his wife, Melissa. And then my buddy, Kyle, my buddy, Chris. And that's everybody.
You knew them all.
New mom.
Hi, Kevin Mortensen.
Hi, Kevin Mortensen.
Having been appointed to the office of
Have been appointed to the office of
firefighter paramedic probationary
firefighter paramedic probationary
in the village of Hoffman Estates,
for the village of Hoffman Estates,
in the county of Cook and Kane,
county of Cook and Kane.
do solemnly swear or affirm
To solemnly swear affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United
of
States,
the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of firefighter paramedic probationary,
of the office of firefighter paramedic probationary,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Now, we have another one of these wonderful badges. Who's doing the honors?
My dad?
Right there? You sure? Like I said, I was never good at
Get
prom.
ready, Kevin, he'll probably pull it right
It's gonna
through.
hurt.
One second, hold
Quick through the shirt. You're in.
I'm in, I just want to stab you.
Perfect.
Nice job. Come on up. Congratulations, man. Good job, Dad. Happy New Year. Congratulations, Grandma. You should be proud of you. Okay, great. How are you? How are you doing? Yeah. Congratulations. Yes, it is. It is. Nice hat. Congratulations.
We'll try it.
Yeah, everybody get up here.
Little ones in front.
Tall guy in back, yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. Here we go. And one more. Thank you.
Can we get a picture of the 3 new firefighters up here with the chief? I'd also like to note that Pete Merkovich, the chair of the Fire and Police Commission, is here and back. Thanks, Pete. You guys been busy lately.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And one more. Thank you.
Okay. Congratulations, gentlemen. Chair would accept a motion to adjourn the board meeting.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have a motion carried. We are adjourned. Good night, Bev.
It's almost gonna be.
Good night.
Good night.
That's right, I like terms. I'm having in 6th and 7th grade.
Good evening. I would like to call to order the General Administration and Personnel Committee on this January 9th, 2017. May we have a roll call, please?
Chairman Vandenberg.
Present.
Vice Chairman Stanton.
Present.
Trustee Mills.
Present.
Trustee Newell.
Present.
Trustee Palafis.
Present.
Trustee Gata.
Present.
Mayor McLeod.
Present.
Thank you. We have a quorum. I'd like to entertain a motion for approval of the minutes of December 12th, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Under new business, we have 3 items. Number 1, request acceptance of cable TV monthly report.
So moved.
I'll second.
Are there any questions from the board? Hearing none, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 2, request acceptance of Human Resources Management monthly report.
So moved.
I'll second.
Again, is there any questions to come before the board? Hearing none, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
And lastly, request acceptance of legislative operations and outreach monthly report.
So moved.
I'll second.
Any questions from the board? Hearing none, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Item number 3, President's Report.
Yes, a couple items. One, I participated in the Executive Committee of the Northwest Municipal Conference on January 4th and also attended the Economic Development Commission of the village at the Women's and Children's Hospital. On Thursday morning, I, along with Mr. Norris, attended the wake for Scott Traeger of Willow Creek Church, who passed much too young, and he was a great individual. He was really going to be missed. This morning, I attended the Wings Leadership Board meeting in Palatine, and we sworn three new firefighters tonight, so good day. That's all I got.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have no other business or items in review, so I'd like to hear a motion for an adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
I'd like to call to order the Transportation and Road Improvement Committee for the Village of Hoffman Estates on this January 9th, 2017. Roll call, please.
Chairman Stanton.
Present.
Vice Chairman Mills.
Present.
Trustee Vandenberg.
Present.
Trustee Newell.
Present.
Trustee Palafis.
Present.
Trustee Gata.
Present.
Mayor McLeod.
Present.
How's everybody like my Barry White voice?
Gotta call you on the phone later.
I'm looking for approval of the minutes of December 12th, 2016.
So moved.
I'll second.
Call me later. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Minutes are approved. New business, number 1, request approval of 2 IDOT resolutions to appropriate the motor fuel tax funds for A, 2017 street revitalization project in an amount not to exceed $1,100,000, and B, 2017 traffic signal maintenance and Opticom repairs in an amount not to exceed $105,000.
So moved.
I'll second.
Any discussion on this? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. 2, request approval of a license agreement with Canadian National for access to grade crossing data.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on this? Yes, trustee Palafis.
What kind of grade crossing data are we looking for and why?
It's actually just access to the information for public safety. It's for emergency purposes. When they first took over the line, we did an agreement with them. This is an update, increased, better technology. So it's not only for our police and fire, but it's also for Northwest Central Dispatch.
So the one at grade crossing.
Our one at
Yeah.
grade
Okay.
crossing, right.
Just curious. Thanks.
Any other questions up here? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion and a second, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. 3, request acceptance of the Transportation Division monthly report.
So moved.
I'll second.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions up here on that? None? Okay. All those in favor of the motion and the second, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. President's report.
Nothing else, Trustee Stanton.
Thank you. We have nothing in other or items in review, so I'm making a motion to adjourn, or asking someone to make a motion
So
to
moved.
adjourn.
Second.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. We are adjourned.
I'd like to call to order the Planning, Building, and Zoning Committee meeting for January 9th, 2017. Ms. Secretary, please call the roll.
Chairman Mills.
Present.
Vice Chairman Vandenberg.
Present.
Trustee Stanton.
Present.
Trustee Newell.
Present.
Trustee Palafis.
Present.
Trustee Gata.
Present.
Mayor McLeod.
Thank you. I'll look for a motion to approve the minutes of December 12th, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any changes or corrections needed? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. This evening, under old business, number 1, request by Sanet Properties LLC as a contract purchaser to reconsider the denial of a waiver to the Meyer Development Agreement to allow the school to be located on Lot 3 of the Fountain Crossing subdivision located on Barrington Road, north of Lakewood Boulevard. And this is regarding the Goddard School that came up before us last month. Now, anyone, the only ones who could make a motion would be those who voted in opposition to that, which would be myself, Trustee Stanton Palafis, or the mayor. Does anyone care to make a motion to reconsider?
No.
Does anyone care? Trustee Palafis?
Are there any different points of interest that
I don't have anything here in the packet. Does staff know of anything?
Mr. Kramer and I met with the petitioners, they're here in the audience. They didn't feel like they had an adequate opportunity to talk about, especially trustee Palofis's inquiry about the market and respond to that. But no, nothing has changed in terms of the use on the property and what the request is.
Okay.
It's really more they're wanting to explain further. But that's up to the committee whether or not you reconsider.
Wish to have him come forward and,
Do we have to have a motion for them to talk about? I guess I'll make a motion to reconsider just to hear what they have to say.
and anyone can second the motion. Does anyone wish to second the motion? Any trustee can second it.
Any trustee? I'll
Any
second. I'll
trustee.
second.
Thank you. All right, petitioner, would you care to
There
come?
needs to be a vote.
Oh, I'm sorry. All those in favor of reconsideration, vote aye. All those in favor signify by saying aye. This, everybody. Everybody now.
Okay.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
No. Believe we have 4 ayes at this point, so if the petitioner would care to come forward, please do, and tell us what other information you wish us to consider. And once again, for the record, I need you to identify yourselves.
Yes, my name is Nitin Sabharwal. I'm the petitioner.
Sanjay Patel, one of the partner for Nitin Sabharwal.
Good evening. Good evening, Barry Millman, Horizon Realty Services. I represent Goddard Schools in Illinois. Dr. Patel will provide additional information regarding Goddard Schools. I did want to point out that perhaps at the last meeting, there might have been some misunderstanding in terms of the need for a Goddard Schools in the area, and more importantly, what Goddard Schools can provide in terms of additional synergy to the particular area that we're talking about. Goddard has 60 schools throughout the country, as we presented last month. In looking at this particular site, there were actually 3 different individuals from King of Prussia who came out to Hoffman Estates to determine whether this particular site would meet the standards of Goddard Schools. Being a franchise-driven organization, it is very important that Goddard assures that their franchisees are successful in that particular area where they locate a school. They've determined that there was, number one, sufficient population in this area under 5. There is sufficient need for a Goddard school in this area, in spite of the fact that there are other daycare operators within the particular community. Goddard provides a particular type of curriculum that's desired by parents in the area. Hence, Goddard is not well represented right here in the Hoffman Estates surrounding area. In spite of another school being not that far away, we did do a particular study to make sure that this particular school would not cannibalize any other schools in the area. This is very important, as the corporate organization is a franchise organization. They sell franchises to other operators, and that would create a negative environment for that purpose. We also talked about last month about the fact of the state of retail in the area. And, and I recognize that retail is important for the development of any community. I have spent the last 25 years as a retail leasing broker. My bread and butter is retail. just as oftentimes the village's bread and butter is retail sales tax. And I realize that at times we have to be flexible in what types of tenants occupy our particular properties in the area. We've studied very carefully, and I did check with other retail property owners in the area, just in this particular area, and there just has not been sufficient demand right in this particular area. That doesn't mean that there isn't demand for retail throughout Hoffman Estates. We recognize that Hoffman Estates is a viable, desirable community for retailers. However, in this particular area, and only in this area, there just isn't demand, and the retailers who are in the area right now are currently suffering. They're not doing as well as they should, and unfortunately, properties will soon go back to banks. And as this property that we're buying right now is already owned by a bank. As we presented last month, and I don't want to repeat what you've already heard, we're going to probably bring 40 to 50 cars a day in the morning, 40 to 50 cars a day in the evening. It's 140 full-time equivalent students. Every one of those parents who are coming in will need the services of other retailers in the area. And so we will create some synergy for the community and hopefully bring more excitement to other areas around the property that perhaps are suffering from a retail standpoint. So we do create that excitement that retail brings. Yes, we're not a retailer, but on the other hand, where else can you find an entity that brings 140 cars per day to a property and creates that kind of excitement with other retailers? And now I have Dr. Patel, who is the franchisee, who hopefully can discuss his commitment to this particular property in terms of dollars and numbers.
First of all, thank you for the time for the board for reconsidering our appeal. As Barry mentioned, this is a very challenging and unique project here in the village of Hoffman Estate. I'm the resident in the South Barrington for last 10 years, and even being a resident in the South Barrington, I know this area very well. And in one of the last meeting, the question was raised about if there is enough opportunity or enough kids in this area to survive the school. Me and my partner Nitin, we are investing close to $3 million in this project, and obviously we had done our homework to put the school here in this area, to put this school in the community, which will help our kids to get ready before they go to the kindergarten. So I would definitely encourage and recommend, and please help us out and request the board to reconsider this appeal of getting this motion here for Goddard School in this Hoffman Estate. The other question to you guys I have it is, if we are looking for retail business in this area where there is a next complex as like a retail shops are there, I don't think any of the businesses are doing that great in that particular location for retail. So as Barry mentioned, even if we are bringing up the non-retail thing here, still we have like bringing 140 cars on a daily basis to that community, which will increase the traffic, which will help us for all other small business owners. As a being a physician, also I'm involved with the small businesses in the other different zones. So I think that number of the cars, which will increase 140 per day, will definitely boost up our economy for the village of Hoffman Estate. So I would just please request again for the board to reconsider this appeal and make the motion here.
Trustee Palafis, did that address your concerns?
Not at all. You talked about retail. I didn't vote no last time because of retail. So that's not really in play for me. Although I understand everything you're saying, whether I agree or not. And I understand you're putting a substantial amount of money, behind whatever data it is you have that I was hoping to see. And last time I was hoping to hear things like the Schaumburg Goddard School has been at capacity and there's been a 2-year waiting list to show me that, there is a demand aside from the other at least 9, if not more, schools that I can think of off the top of my head that are within probably a 2-mile radius of that location. So you really haven't given me anything new that you haven't last time. So my position hasn't changed.
Considering with that Schaumburg school, we never brought up that there is a waiting list for 2 years in the Schaumburg school. And as a Goddard school is a nationwide franchise, and they have the rules and regulations of the restricted covenants. So obviously, they had approved the site with the mile radius from the nearest school, which is not going to affect the business of other schools. As being a franchisee of this Goddard school, that's number one thing they will secure us, that in the future, obviously, no one will put another school in the few miles of radius, whatever the rules are there. So I don't think we are here to discuss about the Schaumburg school, which is nearby school, or there is another one in the Cary, which will affect their businesses by opening the school here in the village of Hoffman Estate. In the village of Hoffman Estate, there are, as you mentioned, there are another 7 to 8 different schools, and all they are surviving for the kids. So I think we should not look at the one school, which is a Schaumburg Goddard school, whether they have the full capacity or not, or whether there is any waiting list for the kids to enroll in that school.
Thank you.
But that's what I had asked to determine demand. Whether you agree or not, maybe.
No, the Goddard determined through their studies and demographic studies that there is a demand. Again, and they don't want to cannibalize another school. And we're aware of our 2 competitors in this area.
Right. And I believe you, and that's fantastic. Show me. Show me that data.
We can ask them to share the data with you.
Trustee Stanton, you had a question?
I do. I don't remember how many square feet this building was going to be.
It will be 9,400 square feet.
9,400. Okay, that's bigger than what I was thinking. I was thinking of the restaurant site that we have next to the miniature golf course as a possible place, but that...
When we met with them last week, we went through a bunch of potential sites. We know that owner is not interested in selling from numerous conversations, but we talked about other alternative sites and locations. They're restricted to north of the tollway based upon the zone that Goddard has provided. This site has obvious appeal to them because, in all honesty, it's because it's adjacent to residences, both South Barrington, Hoffman Estates, and Inverness, with higher levels of disposable income. The Goddard School is not a low price point daycare because of the education that they provide. It's a different level of, it's like an early childhood, but at a higher education center at a higher level. So that's what they do. It's a higher price point. They want to be closer to those more disposable income neighborhoods, and this one fits right there. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just explaining what they explained to me.
Right.
And so we went through some other sites, most of them, frankly, around and north of the Marriott and Prairie Stone that were in the covenants area that now the covenants have been lifted, that frankly, being on behind the target, aren't really prime retail locations, and they might fit there. And Kevin has been thinking about other sites, but this is the site they truly, really want. They have a pending contract. They wanted the opportunity to share it with the committee. And as I explained to them fully, the committee doesn't have to change their mind, and the committee might not change their mind.
No, we totally understand that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments up here?
I'm good.
All right, so at this point,
There could be another motion to approve, since you did vote to reconsider, and then the vote goes the way the vote goes.
Okay.
So it's almost,
all right, so at this time then, I would ask if anyone wishes to make a motion to approve this project.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Is there a second? Second. I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Seeing none, let's do a roll call on it.
Chairman Mills.
No.
Vice Chairman Vandenberg.
Aye.
Trustee Stanton.
Nay.
Trustee Newell? Aye. Trustee Palafis?
No.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
No.
I'm sorry, the vote has remained the same. Thank you, gentlemen, for attending.
Thank you for your time.
New business this evening, number 1, request acceptance of Department of Development Services monthly report for Planning Division.
So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Anything you wish to highlight?
Just that there are quite a few projects that have been submitted over the last few weeks.
Good.
So we are getting busier.
Glad to see you're busy.
Good.
Yes.
Because that's good. That'll keep us busy. Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. Number 2, request acceptance of Department of Development Services monthly report for Code Enforcement Division.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or anything to highlight on that?
Just to note that this monthly report includes basically the year-end numbers for all the permitting and
Right.
such from last year. Obviously, building permits and revenues were up significantly compared to the past several years. Probably an exciting highlight is the rental licensing renewal program process that we, this year, are, for the first time, we're able to offer renewals online. People can just go online and make the payment. And at this point, I think I mentioned in here, I got updated numbers as of today. Out of about 1,400 renewals that have been made in the last few weeks, 45% of them have been done online, which is really significant. And it saves us a huge amount of paperwork and staff time.
Sure. And that one holdout from last year is still a holdout?
The one holdout, yes. And it's not just the renewal. There are several other.
We're going to add that to the legal division monthly report.
Sure. That'll be page 2.
Did that? Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. Number 3, request acceptance Department of Development Services monthly report for economic development and tourism.
So moved.
Second.
Wish to highlight anything?
Yeah, there's one thing on the bottom right of the first page. It talks about an event we're planning with the Windy City Bulls and ICSC. We'll send you guys an invitation just to let you know more about it. But essentially, the village and the arena are going to partner with the Bulls and ICSC. Now, ICSC is kind of the one promoting it and organizing it. So it'll be on their website for everybody to register. They'll do their e-blast to try and boost attendance, but it'll be a day where attendees come out in the afternoon to the arena. We'll do a bus tour of the entertainment district. We have both the property owners of the Poplar Prairie Shopping Center and the Arboretum on board to tour both of those places, and the owners will be there to kind of explain just what's going on out there. We'll drive by and probably see if we can stop into Cabela's main event in Duluth to kind of feature some of those new sites, and then also the sites available. And then we'll go back to the arena where we'll have some dinner and some networking time, and then a panel presentation with I told Jim this with Ben Gibbs, because this audience has never heard Ben speak, so that was enticing. But then also Michael Reinsdorf is going to come out.
Practicing already.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. Michael Reinsdorf is going to come out again and headline that as well, with just a couple other great speakers. And we're kind of going to talk about how sports and arenas and retail can all kind of tie together to make a good entertainment district. And then
date for that?
Yes, so February 9th, because then after that, we'll go to the game. So we'll do tickets to the game as well so that they can kind of get the atmosphere and the feel of a Windy City Bulls game. So hopefully we'll be able to get some of the people that might not normally come out to Hoffman Estates from the city to come on out and just have a good time. So like I said, I'll let you guys know of when that is so we can be sure.
Yeah.
Well, right. I'll give you the calendar invite because it doesn't mean anything unless it's on your phone. So
that's true.
Very true.
Yeah. So we'll get that out to you. If nothing else, if you got time to come to the networking time and just talk to the people and say hi, that would be great. So
Great. Good luck with that. It
Thanks.
sounds like a great event
Yeah.
for us to be planning. Hopefully soon we'll see something new on that redevelopment agreement you've been working on over on Roselle Road. Yeah. Okay, love to see an update on that soon.
We've been going back and forth with different versions, and I literally an hour before this meeting sent them our comments.
Okay, good.
Hopefully, we're one version away from getting this done.
We're behind you on that. Great. Any other comments or questions?
Trustee Mills?
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Kramer, how is the attendance for the Windy City Bulls been doing? Are they exceeding expectations, or?
I can tell you it was 2,200 on Friday and 2,500 on Saturday.
Wow.
Counting the dogs?
I didn't count the dogs.
But is that kind of what they're expecting? Are they expecting?
That's in line with average D-League attendance. I think it's a little bit higher than average D-League attendance. I think you always want more, but I think they're very happy with what they're getting so far.
What they told us last time Mark and I talked to them, I actually was at a game and talked to them in the club about it, and as Mark expressed at the Economic Development Commission, really, they don't expect either in the NBA or in the D-League for attendance to start moving the direction they want it till after the holidays. They know that people's time and disposable income is taken up with the holidays and Christmas and so forth. And just like Major League Baseball doesn't expect to have every game sold out in April and May because of the weather and many other things. So they really expect to see their numbers start ticking up in late January, February, and March.
I would say that the
But it was a
crowd
good
on
Friday night. I thought
Friday
it was really
was
good.
pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
I wasn't there Saturday, but Friday it was.
Anything else to highlight from your Economic Development Committee meeting?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions or comments up here? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion to accept the report, in favor, specify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. President's report, did you think of anything?
Nothing else? Nothing else, Madam Chair?
We have nothing else to come up before this committee this evening. I would look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
All those in favor of the adjournment signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the ayes have it. We are adjourned. Thank you and good night.